Holly botches Tate's plan, Rafe and Jada's date of wedding, Leo's news for Doug. Days of Our Lives, DOL, spoilers for Friday, December 27th, reveal that Leo Stark, Greg Rickhart, will give Doug Williams III, Peyton Meyer, some important updates. Doug desperately needs money to pay back some baddies he owes, so he's counting on Leo to come through for him. Indudablement, Leo tendrá noticias buenas para reporter, y priv que consiga vender la necklace estrella. Doug will score money from the sale, but he'll want to keep his criminal activities on the down low during his next encounter with Holly Jonas, Ashley Puzimis. Holly and Doug recently met at the Horton Christmas Eve gathering, so they'll exchange pleasantries as they bump into each other again. Es evidente que el programa está cementando las raíces de Holly's nuevo romance, dado que su relación con Tate Black, interpretado por Leo Howard, está en riesgo de colapsar. Fans de Days pueden anticipar algunas dificultades cuando Holly inadvertidamente interrumpa el plan de Tate y Sofía Choi, interpretada por Madeline Keynes, para viajar fuera del estado. Tate afirmó que estaba a punto de partir para visitar a sus progenitores en California, pero Holly podría fácilmente descubrir su falsedad. Aunque Tate tenía la intención de llevar a Sofía a una clínica para un aborto discreto, todo está a punto de explotar en breve. La acción de Holly podría desencadenar revelaciones significativas, por lo que Tate y Sofía deben enfrentar las consecuencias. En el próximo episodio de Friday's Days, Jada Hunter, Elia Cantu, enfrentará una jornada llena de actividades, dado que tendrá que asistir a las reuniones de Paulina Price, Jackie Harry, y Belle Black, Martha Madison, en la institución policial. No obstante, los spoilers de Days indican que Jada dedicará tiempo a su vida personal, ya que hablará con Rafe Hernandez, interpretado por Galen Gehring, acerca de sus próximas nupcias. Rafe y Jada finalmente acordaron una fecha de matrimonio, por lo que establecieron el momento en el que planean entablar el matrimonio. Unfortunately, more problems are on the horizon for Jada and Rafe thanks to E.J. Demaras, Dan Furigal, unwelcome house guest. Arnold Feniger, Galen Gehring, refuses to go back to Argentina, so he's going to stick around Salem and cause more drama. Days of Our Lives spoilers say EJ will make another attempt to get rid of Arnold on Friday's DOL episode, but Arnold won't be going back to Argentina anytime soon. Instead, Arnold's going to swap in for Rafe again during an upcoming storyline. For now, Arnold will prove to be a thorn in EJ's side, so we'll bring you more predictions on all the turmoil he'll unleash. Days of Our Lives, DOL, spoilers for Friday, December 27th, promise a whirlwind of drama, romance, and revelations in Salem. From Holly Jonas unintentionally derailing Tate Black's plan to Rafe Hernandez and Jada Hunter setting their wedding date, Friday's episode will have fans glued to their screens. Let's dive into all the juicy details. Leo Stark's good news for Doug Williams III. Doug Williams III, Peyton Meyer, is in dire straits as he scrambles to repay a dangerous debt. His savior? None other than Leo Stark, Greg Rickhart, who will deliver a much-needed financial windfall. After successfully selling the stolen necklace, Leo will hand over the cash Doug desperately needs. However, Doug's criminal dealings are far from over, and he'll take care to keep his activities hidden, especially during his interactions with Holly Jonas, Ashley Puzimis. Holly and Doug recently crossed paths at the Horton family Christmas Eve gathering, and their friendly connection is bound to grow. Although Doug is preoccupied with staying out of trouble, Holly's budding interest in him suggests that Salem's newest romance might be in the works. With her relationship with Tate Black, Leo Howard, hanging by a thread, Holly's heart might soon have a new contender. Holly Jonas derails Tate and Sophia's secret plan. Tate Black's plan to help Sofía Choi, Madeline Keynes, is about to hit a major snag, thanks to Holly. Tate's story about visiting his grandparents in California was a cover for something much more serious, escorting Sofía to a clinic for a discreet abortion. However, Holly's meddling will expose the truth and send shockwaves through their lives. Holly may catch Tate in his lie either by following him or piecing together clues that don't add up. Once the plan falls apart, the fallout will be intense. Sophia will have to confront the reality of her situation, and Tate will face scrutiny from both Holly and his family. As their secrets unravel, relationships will be tested, and consequences will ripple through Salem. Rafe Hernandez and Jada Hunter's wedding plans. Jada Hunter, Elia Cantu, is juggling a packed schedule on Friday's episode, with meetings at the police station involving Paulina Price, Jackie Harry, and Belle Black, Martha Madison. Despite her hectic day, Jada will carve out time to focus on her personal life, specifically her upcoming wedding to Rafe Hernandez, Galen Gehring. Rafe and Jada will finally agree on a date for their nuptials, solidifying their commitment to each other. However, Salem's drama never stays quiet for long. The couple's plans may face unexpected hurdles, especially with Arnold Feniger, also Galen Gehring, causing chaos in E.J. DiMera's Dan Feuerriegel world. Arnold Feniger stirs up trouble. Arnold Feniger refuses to return to Argentina, leaving E.J. DiMera increasingly frustrated. Arnold's presence in Salem is more than just a nuisance. He's set to shake things up in unpredictable ways. On Friday, EJ will make another attempt to send Arnold packing, but his efforts will once again fail. Arnold's stubbornness will lead to more complications, and his uncanny resemblance to Rafe may play a significant role in upcoming storylines. The possibility of Arnold stepping in for Rafe in a key moment adds another layer of intrigue. Will this doppelganger's antics jeopardize Rafe's relationships or even his wedding to Jada? Time will tell, but Arnold's stay in Salem promises to keep fans guessing. Predictions for the fallout. With so many moving pieces, Friday's episode is sure to set the stage for explosive developments. Holly's actions will not only strain her connection with Tate but also raise questions about her motives and future. Meanwhile, Rafe and Jada's wedding plans could face interference from Arnold's schemes, creating tension in their otherwise harmonious relationship. Leo's assistance to Doug might resolve one crisis but could inadvertently spark another. If Doug's dealings with dangerous figures come to light, he may find himself in even deeper trouble. And with EJ battling to rid himself of Arnold, the DiMera household is unlikely to see peace anytime soon. Conclusion. Friday's episode of Days of Our Lives is packed with twists and turns that will keep fans on the edge of their seats. From Holly's unintentional sabotage to Rafe and Jada's romantic milestone, the drama in Salem is far from over. Stay tuned as secrets unravel, relationships are tested, and new alliances form in the ever-turbulent lives of Salem's residents. The drama in Salem reached new heights this week on Days of Our Lives, as secrets unraveled, relationships were tested, and unexpected alliances formed. Here's an in-depth look at the chaos that ensued, focusing on Holly's mishap with Tate's plan, Rafe and Jada's surprising wedding date announcement, and Leo's shocking news for Doug. Holly botches Tate's plan. Holly Jonas has always been a well-meaning but impulsive teenager, and this week, her actions created ripple effects that no one could have foreseen. Tate Donovan had devised an elaborate plan to expose his father, Brady Black's, questionable dealings with Kristen DiMera. His goal was to bring Kristen's manipulative schemes to light once and for all, hoping to protect his family from further harm. However, Tate's secretive and meticulous plan hinged on absolute precision and secrecy. Holly stumbled upon Tate's plan entirely by accident while borrowing his laptop to complete a school assignment. Intrigued by what she found, she couldn't resist digging deeper, even though she knew better. The files contained evidence implicating Kristen in a series of underhanded deals and manipulations. Unfortunately, Holly misunderstood the intricacies of Tate's strategy and decided to take matters into her own hands. Thinking she was helping, Holly sent the files to Salem PD's tip line, unaware that doing so would alert Kristen's inside contact at the police department. Kristen, always one step ahead, quickly discovered the breach and erased crucial evidence before the police could act. When Tate discovered what Holly had done, he was furious, but his anger was tinged with guilt for not safeguarding his plan more effectively. "I was trying to help," Holly defended herself, tears streaming down her face. "I didn't know she had someone on the inside." "This isn't a game, Holly," Tate snapped, his frustration boiling over. "You've just made it 10 times harder to stop her." The fallout from Holly's well-intentioned mistake sent shockwaves through Salem. Brady found himself in an even more precarious position, while Kristen used the mishap to further solidify her control over key players in town. Holly, feeling remorseful, vowed to make things right, but her impulsiveness raised concerns among her loved ones about her maturity and judgment. Rafe and Jada's wedding date announcement. Amid the chaos in Salem, love was in the air for Rafe Hernandez and Jada Hunter. The couple, who had been quietly building a strong foundation, surprised everyone when they announced their wedding date during a small gathering at the Brady pub. Their announcement came after weeks of speculation about the status of their relationship, as both had been preoccupied with demanding careers in law enforcement. "We've decided there's no perfect time," Jada said, her hand firmly clasped in Rafe's. "Life is always going to be chaotic, especially in Salem. So why wait?" Rafe's grin was infectious as he added, "We're getting married on New Year's Eve. What better way to start the new year?" The announcement was met with a mixture of joy and shock. Nicole Walker, Rafe's ex, was caught off guard, though she quickly masked her surprise with a smile. "That's wonderful news," she said, raising her glass in a toast. "To Rafe and Jada, may your future be as bright as the fireworks on New Year's Eve." Behind the scenes, however, not everyone was thrilled. E.J. DiMera, who had a complicated history with Jada, seemed unusually pensive. Meanwhile, Gabby Hernandez was concerned about whether her brother was rushing into the marriage. She confronted Rafe privately, expressing her worries. "Are you sure about this?" Gabby asked. "I mean, I'm happy for you, but this feels fast." "I've never been more sure about anything," Rafe replied, his tone resolute. "Jada and I make a great team, and I'm ready to build a life with her." As the news spread, preparations for the wedding began in earnest. The ceremony promised to be a grand affair, but with Salem's history of dramatic interruptions, many wondered if the couple's big day would go off without a hitch. Leo's shocking news for Doug. Leo Stark, never one to shy away from stirring the pot, dropped a bombshell on Doug Williams this week that left the veteran Salemite reeling. The flamboyant and often conniving Leo claimed to have uncovered a long-buried family secret involving the Horton patriarch. During a chance encounter at Julie's place, Leo approached Doug with a sly smile and a folder of documents. "Doug, darling, you might want to sit down for this," Leo began, his tone dripping with dramatic flair. "What I'm about to tell you will change everything you thought you knew about your family." Doug, skeptical but curious, allowed Leo to continue. According to Leo, his investigation into his own lineage had led him to discover that he might be distantly related to the Hortons. The claim was backed up by what appeared to be credible genealogical records, though Doug's initial reaction was one of disbelief. "This has to be some kind of mistake," Doug said, scrutinizing the documents. "Why are you bringing this to me?" Leo's motives were, as always, questionable. While he insisted that he simply wanted to connect with potential family, Julie Williams' reaction was far less charitable. "Oh, please," she scoffed. "Leo Stark doesn't do anything without an angle. What do you really want?" "Julie, I'm wounded by your lack of faith," Leo quipped, feigning hurt. "Can't a guy just want to know where he comes from?" The revelation set off a chain of events that saw the Hortons divided over how to handle Leo's claim. While some were open to investigating the possibility, others dismissed it outright as another one of Leo's schemes. Doug, ever the peacemaker, decided to take a DNA test to confirm or debunk the connection once and for all. As the week ended, tensions ran high, with Leo hinting that he had even more information to reveal, information that could either bring the Horton family closer together or tear them apart. True to his nature, Leo relished the drama he had created, leaving everyone in Salem wondering what his endgame might be. Conclusion. This week on Days of Our Lives, Salem's residents faced personal and collective upheavals that tested their resilience and relationships. Holly's well-meaning but disastrous intervention in Tate's plan underscored the dangers of acting impulsively. Rafe and Jada's wedding date brought joy but also unearthed underlying tensions among their loved ones. Meanwhile, Leo's revelation to Doug added yet another layer of intrigue and uncertainty to the Horton family's storied legacy.